Now, dear student, chapter number 10, mechanical properties of the fluid, and we have the last topic of this chapter, that is called the capillarity and the capillary tube, and the some examples of the capillarity and the ascent formula, which is based on the concept of the capillarity. Okay, so capillarity is the simply a phenomena of rising and falling of a liquid inside a tube, which is the fine bore tube, and this tube is known as a capillary tube. Okay, so this is the simplest meaning of the capillarity we have, and so many examples we have on behalf of the capillarity action. As we have seen, the water amount is rising up through the root to a different parts of a that mean tree. That is the simply a phenomena of the capillary action. As we are just taking a blotting paper into the ink, that is that fall on the solid surface, so it just soak the ink. Okay, so due to the action of the capillarity is there. Okay, now as we are just using a towel, as we are just taking a bath, so many droplets that are available on our body parts, so we are just taking a towel which having the so many threads, and the water just rises up in the threads of the wicks is there. Okay, now same how we are just using the Bunsen burner. Okay, inside the chemistry lab you have used the Bunsen burner, and whenever it's burning, so definitely there is a spirit which rises up through the threads of the wicks. Okay, so that is also the example of a capillary, that mean action is there. Okay, and how can we discuss the formula? So we will discuss the ascent formula, that makes the concern of a movement of a liquid, that is rising and the falling of a liquid on behalf of the angle of contact. So here I have made the simplest meaning of the two terms, capillarity and the capillary tube is there. Now we can include the some examples, those are based on this concept. Now the oil rises in the long narrow space between threads of wicks, rising of spirits in Bunsen burner. Threads. So these are the some examples. Those are based on this concept. Now we will discuss the basic formula that makes the rising and the falling of a liquid inside a fine bore tube. Now we are just imagining a beaker in which we have the water is there, and definitely we are just making the concept of the some liquid, those are rising up inside the capillary tube. Okay, so I have made the simpler, that mean combination water with the glass, fine bore glass, that mean capillary tube is there. So this is the fine bore tube is there, so definitely we can get, or we can imagine the water can rises up is there. Okay, So already we have discussed the concept of the excess pressure is there. So the excess pressure, that means the pressure is the more at a curved surface. Okay, here we have the pressure that at the point B, that is the PO is there, and at the point A we have the pressure that is called the P inside is there, and definite on a curved surface we have the concept that PO is greater than compared to the P inside, and this pressure difference makes this surface in a concave manner, and this tube is very much fine bored tube. So we are just imagining this concave surface seems to be like a just a drop is there. Okay, so here we are just making the imagination of the concept of the drop is there. So we can say that the pressure difference make the concept of the excess pressure. Okay, excess pressure is there. Okay, so whenever we are just making the concept of the excess pressure is there, so we can easily write and imagining this one like a drop, liquid drop is there. So we know the excess pressure inside a liquid drop comes in the part of 2 into surface tension is to be divided by the R is there. Definite this drop having the radius that is called the capital R is there. Okay, now why this liquid rises up? Because the surface tension forces are that acting. So the forces that mean comes in the equilibrium. So up to this it can't be moved further forward. So we are just saying that the liquid rises up to the h height is there. Okay, so now we are just making the representation of the R is there. So we are just imagining a complete a liquid drop, and this drop having the center that is called the O is there, and definitely we are just imagining the concept of the radius that is of the drop that is called the capital R is there, and this liquid drop is available in a capillary which having the radius that is called the small r is there. Okay, so as we have the notification, the surface tension forces are acting along this direction. This is the theta is there. So we have the also this one is the theta we have, this is also the theta we have. So same how we are just getting this one angle although having the value of the theta we have. Okay, so from the triangle that mean O P, so O A and the B. Okay, we are just getting the meaning of a relation between the small r and the capital R. From triangle OAB we have cos theta that is called the base upon hypotenuse, that mean r upon capital R. So we can make the simply replacement, that is r is equal to r upon of cos of theta. So this is the second that means relation between the capital R and the small r. Now use equation number 2 in equation number 1. So the meaning of the pressure we have that is called the 2 sigma upon r, and r is nothing but it's simply the r upon that is multiplication of the cos theta is there. So this is the equation number 3. Now due to this excess pressure, due to this excess pressure, liquid rises up to height h is there. So we have the meaning of the p axis that is can be equal to the height of that excess pressure due to the height of the liquid column rho hg is there. So the equation number 3 and the 4 can be the equivalent to each other because both are the pressure. So 4 is equivalent to the 3 we have. So here we can write the meaning that rho hg, rho is the density of the liquid, h up to a height where the liquid rises up due to the surface tension forces, g is the acceleration due to gravity, 2 sigma cos of theta is to be divided by r is there. As the h is the height that is called the ascent height. Okay, that means 2 sigma cos of theta is to be rho rg. So this is the simplest Ascent formula, and here we have imagine the tube is having the very fine bore opening is there. So this is the equation we have got, that is called the equation number 5. Ascent formula. Now we are just making the discussion of the rising of a liquid inside a fine bore tube on behalf of the Ascent formula. Now the some basic assumptions we can discuss from the formula. If the liquid having the more surface tension tendency, so it can rises up in a capillary tube. So H is directly proportional to surface tension. If the liquid having the more density, so H inversely proportional to the density of the liquid. H is inversely proportional to the R. If the R is very small, so the liquid H will rises up. Okay. Now if you are just making the consideration of the cos theta, so the value of the cos theta is less than 90 degree. Okay. So the H is comes in the part of a positive manner. So this suggests that the liquid rises up in a tube. So this is the simply consideration we have. Now for the theta greater than 90, we have the H in the negative sense. So we can say that the liquid falls inside the capillary tube. So generally we have the example that mean glass plus water. So this is the combination which always rises up in the capillary tube, and we have the glass with the mercury, glass plus mercury. So these liquid, that mean mercury column falls inside the that mean in the fine bore capillary tube is there. So this is the simplest basic formula. Now if the tube is very fine much bore, है ना, here we are just taking the consideration note that if tube is of very fine bore, and we are taking volume of liquid in meniscus, then H is equal to 2 sigma cos theta is to be rho Rg formula that comes in the part of that minus R by 3. So you must keep this one in the mind whenever we are just taking the volume of the liquid that is available in the meniscus. Okay, meniscus. So we have the basic formula, that is H is equal to 2 sigma cos theta rho Rg minus R by 3. Okay. So we will discuss the another method to find out the concept of the Ascent formula. Okay. So this is the completion of the, that mean Ascent formula we have. I'll give the another method to be discussed this one formula. Okay. Thank you everyone.